Hello and welcome. So it's been a little while now since the Magical Express is no longer a thing. A little over a month now. And I kind of got gypped out of it the last trip that I went because when we went, it wasn't on board. We rode the bus in silence, and personally that was the end of an era, even though it wasn't around for that long. I know the Magical Express only existed around 2005 to 2022. RIP. So even though it's been a month since its extinction, I still wanted to be able to take a look back and reminisce on the journey, especially since I didn't get to have one the last trip that I did. So I have two videos that I have to watch and react along with. One that I don't remember ever seeing because it was the first one that came out in 2005, and then the one that we all know and love today that I missed out on seeing. So obviously I do not own these videos, but thanks to YouTube, the wonderful YouTube and wonderful internet, I'm able to still be able to take a look and watch them and reminisce and remember the good old days. Oh, wait, oh, that's where they get the, okay, wait, we gotta like back up. We have so many memories here, just for the first couple seconds. So I'm gonna pause this here and talk about it. We start out in New York with Dumbo. Oh my God, my home. I'm so excited. Oh my God. Okay, I'm excited already. Let's go. This is so cute. Oh my God. Wait, why did they change it? This is adorable. Oh my God. Wait, this is honestly filled with so much magic. Why did they change it? This is so cute. It's literally gonna be me like saying this for like the entire 20 minutes of this video. This is adorable. Oh, there's a logo. A fancy logo that we love.
This is going to be fun. Hiya, pal.
Have a magical trip, Mickey.
Gee, thanks. Well, come on, everybody. Let's go. Okay, gang. Are you ready for a magical time?
I'm ready, Mickey.
Then on with the show.
This is adorable. Like I said, this is so cute.
And now your host, Walt Disney. Here in Florida, we have something special we never enjoyed at Disneyland. A blessing of size. There's enough land here to hold all the ideas and plans we can possibly imagine.
That's right, and we're on our way to a place that is more magical than you can possibly imagine.
I just love that they stop at the Grand Floridian, one of the most expensive properties
When checking
on
in,
their
be
property.
ready to provide some form of photo identification. Preferably not a wanted poster, like some guests I could name.
Yeah, but Stitch wouldn't be staying at the Grand Floridian. He would be staying at the Polynesian. We all know this.
You don't need to be present in your room to receive your luggage.
I did the Austrian crawl. Is that what you call it? My paws are getting all broomy. I'll say.
I also just love the advertisements in here.
We'll take care of
But they do it
everything
so
with that
nicely
special
where you
Disney
don't
touch.
pay attention unless you're paying attention.
In honor of Disneyland's 50th anniversary.
Oh, this is
we're
perfect.
throwing
This is a
the
lot. This is a
biggest
Disneyland
celebration in
50th
Disney
anniversary, and oh my
All
God.
of the Disney resorts are joining the fun.
We're-
And Walt Disney
I'm just
World
gonna be
is
insulted here.
no exception. To mark this special occasion, we're importing some of the best shows and attractions from around the globe and bringing them to our 4 Walt Disney World theme parks.
Yeah,
We're calling it the happiest celebration on Earth. And you're about to become part of it.
Yeah, they have the happiest
are you
celebration on
ready
Earth
for
where
the
we got
Grand
Soarin'
Circle Tour?
here. Amazing Soarin', love Soarin', obviously.
Then, let's go. The
I'm still
celebration
so
begins
upset
at
of
the
how our
Magic
50th
Kingdom
anniversary is
Park,
turning
where
out.
Storybook fantasy
gonna
comes to
tell.
life in 7
Alright, so we
and
get
is
a
part
show
of the
from
happiest
Tokyo.
celebration on Earth. Cinderella Castle gets a
Oh yeah, this
magical
is the whole
makeover that
disaster with
covers it with
Stitch. When
toilet
Stitch
paper.
took over
That's
Disney
not what we
World.
had in mind, Stitch.
Welcome to Stitch Kingdom!
Unforgettable
This was a
encounter
terrible
with the
overlay that they all
galaxy's most
did.
infamous you won't want to miss Mickey's PhilharMagic.
Oh yeah, this
A
is when
3D
PhilharMagic
movie
came a thing, which is such a
spectacular
cute
starring
show.
Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck,
So
your
many
favorite
things that we
characters
got
from The
back
Little
then.
Mermaid,
Now, what do we get
Beauty
for
and the
this
Beast,
year?
Aladdin, and
A
the Lion
subpar
King.
fireworks show that is nowhere near close to Happily Ever After.
Do you have
the
what
best
it takes
meme
to
kite
conquer
tails
the
ever,
Magic
so
Kingdom
that's a
mountain
plus.
range?
And
Oh, say I do.
Harmonious, that wasn't even supposed to be a part of the 50th. It was supposed to be here already.
Then take the challenge
Yeah.
with a
Anyways.
topsy-turvy trip.
Epcot!
Where the magic
Oh,
of Disney
I
meets
missed
the
Epcot so
wonders
much.
of the real world in 2 themed lands, Future World
Oh.
and World
I
Showcase.
peeled Epcot, by the way, since that's all gone
We call
now.
it Epcot.
Then shift into the fast lane to face the rigors of a
Oh,
real
this is still when they had
automotive
old test
proving
track.
ground on Test Track.
Oh, I miss old test track.
And fastest ride ever created for the Walt Disney World
Can we
Resort.
bring back old test track, please?
Or just relax with a soothing stroll through World Showcase.
In a minute.
And make your day at Epcot complete with illuminations, reflections of Earth,
Oh, I'm
and
crying.
inspiring
I
symphony
didn't
of
expect to
lasers
cry.
and pyrotechnics.
It's so sad because I'm just like, wow,
Walt Disney was a
you really
master
see how
showman.
much
He
that the
told
parks
his
have
stories in
changed.
film and on
not
television,
for the
and
better.
through music and song.
Oh,
And then he brought
I'm
those
emotional,
stories
but
to
oh, I
life
miss
in 3
Illuminations.
dimensions at Disneyland.
Wow. I love how I
When
thought
you
we were gonna
step
have
through
like
the
a
gates
cute
of the
little
Disney MGM
reminiscent
studios,
nostalgia way.
You'll take center stage
And I'm just
as
like,
the
wow.
star of
Oh my
your
god, they
own
have blue.
showbiz
See, I'm getting
adventure.
distracted here. They're in the
From the
big blue
silver
house.
screen to the TV screen. From rock and roll fantasy to Broadway-style live stage spectaculars. Lights, motors, action. The show even features a cameo appearance by one of the greatest Disney action heroes of all time.
I'm ready.
Lightning McQueen.
No, Goofy. Actually, I was referring to Herbie the Love
Oh,
Bug.
wait, Herbie. Oh, right, I forgot Herbie was in here.
Do you have
See, they
what
had
it
a
takes
good,
to
like, this is what I
face
mean.
your fears?
They used to know to keep the old and the new together.
Then scream
and
as you
remember where they
free
came
fall
from.
down, so you can enjoy select attractions at a more relaxed pace. Whether you're an
Hey,
early
remember
riser
when,
or a night
if you
owl,
were a resort
there's
guest, you were
something
able
for
to stay
everybody
in
during
a park
our
3
extra
hours
magic
after it
hours.
closed to regular
The
guests?
lobby concierge
That was
is
so
available
nice,
to
you know?
assist you with
Can we have
any
that
needs you
back?
may have during your stay. From making reservations for dine-free service for guests traveling back to Orlando International Airport upon checkout. If you are flying domestically on one of the following airlines: American, Delta, Song, Continental,
Song?
United, TED,
Where-
JetBlue, Northwest,
I've never
or
heard of that
Magic
airline.
Carpet Airways, you may take advantage of our resort
Like-
airline check-in. This service enables
I guess
you to
there's
check
airlines
your
that have
luggage
just
and
been
receive your
discontinued
boarding
since that point.
passes right at your resort. And
I believe we can build a community that more people will talk about and come to look at than any other area in the world.
we're almost there. And you are about to share in one of Walt Disney's greatest dreams. A
I'm
dream
getting
that
so
began with
emotional from
Disneyland. And over the next 50 years, spread its magic all over the world. Thank you for riding with Disney's Magical Express service.
Y'all,
And
I did
enjoy
not
your stay
expect
at the Walt Disney World
that
Resort.
the Magical Express promotional video would be better than the 50th anniversary for Walt Disney World. So that's the video going from the airport to Orlando back in like 2005 for the 50th anniversary of Disney World Land. I didn't expect that, but already 10 out of 10. Super informative, super adorable, tells you all about the parks as always. Like, I love these videos because it's a fun way to be like, hey, here's what you can look forward to with your trip. Here's what we have to offer. Here's all the exciting things to offer. That's probably why they ended the Magical Express too, because they didn't have that for this year. I'm not trying to sound all negative and bitter about this because I love Disney dearly, but oh my god, it just shows the difference. I'm only one video in, and there's already so much difference of all the things that we've lost that we had as perks and things to look forward to as fans. And I know it's just going to continue on as we get further down the road, but I'm glad to be able to watch all the nice highlights too. So yeah, so that was the first video highlights, and now we're going to jump into the one where you basically end your trip and you're heading back to the airport. Wait, what kind of move was Goofy do? Okay. That's like the new dance move here. We're gonna blend that in next time. So my favorite things with these videos is the fact that they're just on the bus without any luggage or any personal items. Because I understand that they're showing off that you can utilize the luggage underneath, so they're not going to be on the bus. But every time I'm on my trips, I'm like, I got my carry-on, I got my big stuffed backpack filled with souvenirs and everything on the trip. So just seeing that cracks me up because it's so unrealistic. Especially because I'm trying to stuff as much as I can back home.
You've just been a part of the happiest celebration on Earth.
Can I be part of the happiest celebration on Earth?
Opening in spring 2006 at Disney's Animal Kingdom is Expedition
Everest. Everest wasn't a thing back then.
Ride through the snowy
I love Everest.
Mountain No, Stitch, not
They
you.
like really pushed Stitch back then.
I was referring to the
I understand why, because the movie came out in like 2002, 2003, one of these years, but that's very interesting that he was one of the big, gigantic characters that they used for promotion.
You can get a taste of over 25 different countries at the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival.
They expanded a lot. It used to be 25, now it's like, what, like 40
Each October,
different booths they have?
The
There's a
Magic
lot.
Kingdom has a holiday treat in store for you at our Entertainment Spooktacular. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
That's one thing I'm looking forward to. Can they please bring
the
that back?
holiday season is perhaps the most magical
And then
time of
also,
year at the Walt
R.I.P.
Disney World
Osborne
Resort.
Festival Lights.
All 4 of our theme parks share the spirit of the season, including Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party at the Magic Kingdom.
I didn't expect to get so
Epcot's
emotional
holidays
over these
around the world.
videos. It makes me miss it. I never even got to experience the Osborne Spectacle Lights, but I got to experience Disney once at Christmas, and I'm so happy I got to.
And Mickey's Jingle Jungle Parade at Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park.
That's not there anymore.
But no matter what time of year you choose to visit us, there's always something magical going on at Walt Disney World.
All right. Oh my God! Look at the computers. Wow! Look at those computers. It's so sad, just like looking back, and it's like weird to think about that this was almost 20 years ago. I can't wrap my head around that this was almost 20 years ago. But wow, nostalgia trip for sure.
Donald, Mickey Mouse.
Make some magical memories.
But like, I would also do that too.
Change your mind about that perfect gift for a loved one.
So this is the same that they did for the newer version. So I like that they just basically recycled the airport footage.
Why?
That's smart.
They like you.
And I always hated seeing this because every time I saw this, this always made me realize that no, it's over for this trip and I gotta go back to reality. So I always ended up feeling sad, even then. That is both the going to Disney World and then coming from Disney World to the airport versions of those videos for the Magical Express. Oh, again, love it. Perfect video. There's nothing that I can really complain about. It's very informative. It tells you everything that's going on. It gets you really excited for the trip, and it also makes you want to come back. And it covers all the bases that they want to cover when it comes to advertising. So there's going to be a lot of the same situations and information going into the newer ones, but now it's time to go into the ones that I remember watching every time that I went on the Magical Express. So I don't remember when they switched over to it. This one is going to be the one that continues, and this is the version that we had until the end of the Magical Express. So sad for that, but it'll be nice to revisit this now. And even the first couple seconds, this makes me happy again, and I miss it. I miss it all. I wonder what Gus is doing now.
Gus. Well, I might not be your motor coach driver, but I am one of the many multi-talented individuals who share some very important information about this fine piece of machinery you've recently boarded. For your safety, and for the safety of all your new friends on the motor coach, please remain seated throughout our entire journey.
Also, yeah, I love that they added the Spanish onto it.
Unlike the event of an actual emergency, please notify your driver. We're an expertly trained team of professionals, so please follow any instructions he or she might give.
I'm like really curious of how many issues they had, that they had to input a lot more safety information when it came to the bus.
Locate the closest exit to your seat. Go ahead, I'll wait. Are we ready to move on? Good. Should you encounter a situation that requires emergency responders, be a team player and use your mobile phone to dial 911.
Mobile phone check.
Especially if my colleague in the driver's seat is...
Oh, the old iPhone.
I know what you're thinking. Enough with all this safety stuff. Get on with the show. Well, I agree. Just promise me you'll be safe out there. Huh? And have a magical stay.
Oh yeah. So obviously now has been in the last decade. We're talking about my Disney experience.
Vacation planning is about to pay off. Or perhaps you're more of a
Let me load up the app.
kind of traveler. My Disney Experience, Fast Pass Plus, and Magic Bands take your Walt Disney World vacation to another level.
App is ready.
This vacation, be treated like the big cheese just for carrying a Disney Visa card.
Oh, Disney Visa card. I got that too. I'm on brand with everything now.
Disney character experience, maybe yours while you're here.
And the Tinkerbell one.
One of our locations at Disney Springs or at Magic Kingdom Park.
Oh my God! Here we go. Fast Pass.
If you're a veteran Walt Disney World visitor, you surely know the benefits of using Disney's Fast Pass
Yes,
service.
yes I do. That's why. Why did you take it away? So since we're talking about Magic Bands,
isn't just about fashion. It's the
this
ultimate
video
in high function.
came out in like
It's called a Magic
2014,
Band, and this
I'm
all-in-one
assuming.
device connects
Because that's
you
when
to the
they
vacation
started coming
choices you
out
made
and
online
were in
with My
testing.
Disney Experience.
When it comes to highlights of Magic Bands, it was basically the fact that you could pay for anything at your resort stay and fast passes. And then of course, if you're doing photos with the memory maker, also being able to just take a picture and then be like, tap that. But otherwise, they're not really needed. And the last trip, I didn't use them because we didn't have fast pass. We had our credit cards. We didn't need to spend any money on our resort. So we just had our little key world cards again. And it's simple, but I don't mind going back to that. But I want fast pass again. It's honestly so sad in this little 5 seconds of montage how many things are no longer there, aka Rivers of Light and the Finding Nemo show. I know they're bringing it back in a different way, but it's not going to be the same, so it counts. I always got so excited when they always talk about Epcot. I always get excited when they talk about Epcot. Best park ever. Forever. Epcot forever. This is something that I was curious why they didn't talk about in the last version, but they focus on Disney Springs now. And I know this is when they were more trying to rebrand it, so I understand why they're putting this into a focus, but it is a part of the experience. So it is nice that they have their own section talking about it compared to not having anything at all in the last one when it was still Downtown Disney back then. See, even they have the nostalgia in here, which I love, to end the video.
All come to this happy place. Welcome. Here age relives fond memories of the past. And here youth may savor the challenge and promise of the future. With the hope that will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
Again, why isn't that a part of the fireworks show? Hashtag forever. I have something forever bitter to be a part of. First it was Great Movie Ride, now it's the fact that you killed happily ever after for the subpar enchantment. But yeah. That was yeah. That was our on board to Orlando for the Magical Express. Same thing, like this is something I obviously like remember more because that's the video that I was more accustomed to. And again, does the same job where it tells you what's going on with the parks. I think this one is more montagey, where it's just like literally like, here's a montage of everything we have, compared to the one beforehand where they were like, oh yeah, here's some highlights that we can look forward to. And I know that they do that on the buses when you're going to the actual parks where it's like, oh yeah, like they're like, you're now going to Epcot, be sure to go with Living with Friends, with Nemo and Friends, or whatever they say, and check out Soarin'. And like they do advertise it, but it's nicer to be able to see highlights before you go onto your trip compared to just like a montage where it's like, here is our world, enjoy. But yeah, that is the first part of it. We still got one more part of it, and then we're gonna wrap everything up and end this video. Again, always the sad part, because this is when we're leaving the happiest place on earth, although who knows if it's the happiest place on earth right now, just saying. But yeah.
Remember, your motor coach is equipped with several emergency exits. Now this is the portion of our program where you locate the closest exit to your seat.
Like,
go ahead.
It's funny, I really wonder how entitled
Look
people
for
have
clearly marked
become,
emergency windows and
or
overhead
confused
hatches,
or
and
something,
review the
because
operating instructions.
obviously this was not a
Encuentre
big
las
part
salidas más
of the
cercanas a
original
usted.
film in 2005.
Are we ready
So
to
within
move on?
20 years,
Good. Should
we
you
have
encounter a
made
situation that
safety
requires
such a
emergency
bigger
responders,
issue.
Be a team player.
And
use
we've
your
all heard
mobile
stories
phone to dial
about
911,
all the guests
especially
that don't know what they're
calling the
doing. In
driver's
fact,
Ayuda adicional.
there are
Llama
now
al 911.
specific
Just
YouTube
promise
channels that
you'll
talk
be safe
about
out there.
all the terrible
Have a
news
wonderful
that comes out of Disney World, about how many fights guests start, and like, I mean, who can forget just like the fact that someone in the last couple of years climbed the pyramid of Epcot when they were drunk, or tried to steal a cucumber out of
Disney
Living with
World
the
Resort
Land,
brings
like
families
stuff like
together
that
to
where it's
create
just like
magical
giant
memories
jokes, but
365 days a year.
it just shows
When you're
the
planning your next
terrible
Disney vacation,
downfall of her
check the
humanity.
calendar for- Enjoy the enchanting view of topiaries, dazzling gardens, high-energy entertainment, and savor seasonal foods at outdoor kitchens all across World Showcase. With so much to see and do, you can return to the festival again and again and find something new each time.
I mean, that is accurate.
Ever wonder
I've
what
never
it would be
had a
like
day
to
where
trick-or-treat on Main
everything's
Street,
been the
USA?
same, especially with the
On
festivals.
select nights each fall, Mickey's not-so-scary Halloween
I
party
miss
transforms the Magic
it, except
Kingdom
last time it was
Park into a fall
overcrowded,
festival
and
of
again,
fun.
same thing, the guests were
With
terrible,
exclusive
but
activities and entertainment available
still a
only at
fantastic
this
event.
popular special ticketed
I miss
event.
it. I hope it's back this year.
Epcot's holidays around the world.
I don't know
features
when
the
that
Candlelight
happened. Where are the
procession.
Three
And don't
Kingsmen?
miss the
Even when
special
I was
ticketed
there,
Mickey's
like
Very
watching
Merry
that
Christmas
every
party
single
at Magic
year,
Kingdom
going
Park.
from the park and
And
everything,
that's just the start.
I was
There
trying
are
to think
special
when they
events and
had
activities
the Wise
throughout the
Men
year. So visit
in the parks, because I've never seen them, and I
to
only
see
went
what's
during
scheduled during your
December
next Walt
in
Disney World Resort
2017,
vacation.
so it was more recent, but when were they there? That baffles me.
And now you can bring home the magic of your Walt Disney World vacation all year long with our Shop Disney Parks mobile app. With
Yeah,
Shop
that's not a
Disney
thing
Parks,
anymore.
You can choose from thousands of your favorite gifts.
I actually
from our
really
theme
like
parks
that, because I
to
love being
Disney
able to
Springs, to
go
your favorite
and just
Disney
like
Resort
browse
hotel, right
and
at
see
your
what they
fingertips.
had to offer in
It's
the
a
parks,
great
although
way
I
to
never
extend
bought
the
anything
magic
from
of your
it.
Disney vacation
But
long
it was
past
nice
your
to be
stay.
able to like get an idea,
Download
especially
the
before I
Shop
went
Disney
down there
Parks
to know what to
mobile
look
app on
forward
your
to.
smartphone or tablet today.
Hi, I'm Joel, a member of the ambassador
I wonder how
team
Joel
here
is
at
doing.
Orlando International
Like,
Airport.
this is what
We're
I think
busy
about
getting
when
ready
watching
for
these
your
things, where I'm like,
arrival,
okay,
so
how's
we can
Gus?
get you
How's
safely
Joel?
and efficiently
I know it's not
on the
even
way
their
to
real
your
names
final
probably, because they're all actors.
We understand that the airport is a part of the Orlando experience, so you'll enjoy a level of hospitality that has us rated as one of America's favorite
I mean, it is my favorite airport, but I'm biased because it brings me to my destination that I want to be at, because I hate flying. So I'm always happy when I'm able to get on the shuttle to go to bus and get on land again and travel on land.
Even in this digital age, it's always good to have a little extra cash on hand, especially when you travel. Orlando International Airport is fully equipped.
It's ironic now that that's going away.
Full service bank, international currency exchange centers. Personally, I never fly on an empty stomach. And with nearly 50 food and beverage locations, Orlando International Airport offers culinary delights ranging from grab-and-go snacks
It's like
to
the fact they're like
quick-service
culinary
meals,
delights, and they show
full-service
like
dining at McCoy's inside the Hyatt Hotel.
Panda Express or one of
Looking
those,
for a
whatever
little
it's called.
entertainment while you
It
dine?
may not be Panda
Check out
Express.
the food court's
It might be
massive
another one.
3,000 Explore the extensive art collection featuring
Yes, the extensive
internationally
art
renowned
collection,
artists.
just like the statue of the man
We
sleeping
sincerely hope that you've
that I
enjoyed the
literally thought was a
Orlando
joke
experience in
the
your
first time
time
I heard about it.
we
But no, it's
understand
real.
the real goal is to get back home.
That's the statue they
Let's
have.
take a look at a few tips.
And we're looking forward to seeing you again on your next Disney adventure. As Mickey likes to say, see you real soon.
See, they were back to the old nostalgia of the first video. I love that now. They have that but now we have subtitles, so it's more advanced.
Why? Because we like you.
It's very interesting looking back to back at each of them, because I know no one would normally watch them back to back, but I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I was able to see the comparison and be able to take a look at everything. And it's very interesting, of course, because they definitely reuse a lot of the same footage that you would never realize that they did, because most of the time when you're on a trip, it's like a 5-day trip, it's a 7-day trip, it's a whole week between each other. So it's still basically like brand new footage to you, but I'm like, they reused a lot, and there was a lot of promotional material in there that was covered in every one of the films, and lots of information about Disney Cruise Line, lots of information about Disney Vacation Club, lots of information about the Adventures by Disney. And I understand those are different products they want you to buy and they want to market to you, so it is very informative, but I'm like, okay, at this point I'm like, I've heard this all enough, let's keep going, because it's a whole different way of watching it. I honestly preferred the first film. I know it's my first time really watching it, but I felt like that was a lot more fun. The fact that they included the characters and made it more personal, and they were still very informative, very promotional, but it was much more genuine seeming in a way. Whereas with this one, this was more modern, this was more current, but it was more vague a lot of the time. They did not go over specific things and highlights for the parks. They talked more about the airport in this one though. That was the interesting thing. So I think in the first one, they were more basic information about the airport, but with this one, they focus more on the airport, they focus more on safety. So it's very nice to look back and see the changes. I'm obviously super nostalgic for how Disney used to be, and I'm really sad that we don't have anything that they mentioned, including obviously the reason I'm doing this whole video, Magical Express, at all. Since Magical Express is gone, all the magic is gone and all the benefits are gone, and I really, really hope that we can go back and get some of the perks again, because I miss the extra magic hours, I miss the fast pass, and obviously no one is enjoying Genie or Genie Plus. And I know that, again, we're still currently in the situation, we're slowly getting out of it, but it's still present, it's still here, the panoramic, and until it's completely gone and we can kind of shift back to normality, I know that nothing is going to be the same. But here, it was nice looking back, and it's nice looking and seeing how far we've come in a sense. And honestly, I really enjoy just watching the videos and reacting, that in the future I might continue and go decade by decade and just pick some promotional videos to watch where it's like, oh, like from 1975 or 1982, like when Epcot first premiered, or even like 1985, and then like go like 1995 and keep going and seeing how much the parks have changed in the span of 50 years. But that's for a completely different time and a completely different video. This is long enough as is, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up and close. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really enjoyed being able to sit back and rewatch everything and, like I said, go down nostalgia lane. But until next time, I hope you guys have a magical day, and I'll see you real soon.